Hello, dreamers. I welcome you to today's journey. A tale of imperfection, resilience, and the extraordinary power of your why. And as we navigate through the pages of my own transformation, I hope you will find inspiration to embark on your unique path. In the gladdest page of dreams, my journey began with a simple Facebook page in 2014. Titled The Motivational Soldier. This page was born out of a desire for positive vibes only, a humble beginning with no grand vision. Little did I know that this small seed would blossom into something beyond my wildest dreams. Within a year, the page devolved into the dreamer, fueled by a growing vision to inspire and uplift. It wasn't a clear vision from the beginning, it was a journey of self-discovery that took its time. The next transformation was to the Dreamer's Guide, a venture lasting for 2 years, reflecting the overwhelming transformation I had experienced personally. And under the umbrella of the Dreamer's Guide, I organized transformational seminars, business seminars, went on speaking tours, booked speaking engagements, wrote books, and many more. But the evolution didn't stop there. It culminated into the current identity, Dreamers Transformational Consult, under which we have DTC Official GH and DTC Official GH.com. But I just want you to understand that each of these transformations was not a sign of indecision, but a reflection of an evolving purpose. The key lesson here is that clarity of vision is not an overnight revelation, but a gradual and organic process. And I know your question is what fueled my persistence through the uncertainties. And it is only one thing. It was my why. The unwavering commitment to the purpose behind my endeavors became the compass that guided me through the maze of doubts and uncertainties. Your why is your anchor. It grounds you amidst the storms of uncertainties. It makes you stand firm on the slippery roads. Your why is what beautifies the story over time. And so in a world that often glorifies the end results, my journey highlights the beauty of humble beginnings and the messy middle. Waiting for perfection is a paralyzing trap. Instead, focus on your why, the beating heart of your idea. Perfection is not the prerequisite for action. It is the outcome of continuous iteration and dedication. Now, as I conclude this journey, remember that imperfection is where the magic happens. Imperfection is what beautifies the story. Imperfection is what builds you into greatness. And so if you find yourself hesitating, waiting for the perfect moment or the clearest vision, my story is a testament that now is the perfect time to act. And for those of you hungry for more, I invite you to delve in deeper into the world of dreams with my book Thoughts from a Wild Dreamer. Within its covers, you will discover a collection of insights, anecdotes, and lessons learned from my own wild journey. I clothe them in a poetry form, and so it is more than a book, it is an invitation to join the ranks of dreamers who dared to act before perfection. I urge you to embark on a journey of self-discovery, motivation, and transformation. Allow Thoughts from a Wild Dreamer to be your companion as you navigate the beautifully messy path towards your dream. Click on the link in the description below to grab your copy, and now let the wild dreaming begin. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, the perfect time to act is now, and your dreams are waiting for you. Don't just dream, live them. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep believing, and keep acting on your why. This is your journey, and it is time to make it extraordinary.
What is this life about? What is this life about that we go about our daily activities forgetting the blessings bestowed upon our lives? What is this life about that we have been so focused on the materialistic aspect of our lives, forgetting that we are made of the body, spirit, and soul? What is this life about? What is this life about that the hyper-competitive world has taken its toll on us, not only physically and emotionally, but also spiritually? What is this life about? I have been contemplating on the constant pressure and exhausting schedules of our world today that has broken our most human endowment, our spirit. In a world of constant explorations, humans have achieved extraordinary heights, yet we fail to see the golden opportunity to rekindle the inner fire that has been extinguished by our quest for more. We are so determined to find out what the future has in store that we miss the blessings of today. In a very troubled world where negativity pervades, with our weary souls, we fail to acknowledge the command from within, telling us to begin a spiritual journey, to rekindle the spark we've lost over the time. If we could reflect on the statement of Albert Camus, that real generosity towards the future consists in giving all to what is present, we could only feel but tremendous liberation. Conceptualize that tomorrow is the most dangerous word in your vocabulary, because while it is the symbol of hope, it diminishes the significance of the air you are breathing right now. Tomorrow has the potential to keep you wondering about what's ahead of you, when all that really matters is the present moment. It is better to have a vision, to start with the end in mind, but be mindful of the universe that it will take care of itself. There is no precious moment in our lives than this particular moment. Be aware of the air you are breathing, the blood running through your veins, the functioning of your lungs, the pulse of your heart. Just feel the present moment. The blessings of the present moment is an opportunity to discover your true calling. An opportunity to start experiencing the ecstasy of an inspired life. The only limits on your life are those you set for yourself. I urge you to go on an expedition. Travel into the future while making the best out of the present. Life is too short to waste it on expectations. Visit places your budget can afford. In fact, make a spiritual journey to discover what's within. For all you are right now, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Define success from within, and your spiritual embodiment should tell you what happiness to pursue. Quit what you are doing at this particular moment and take in 3 deep breaths. Feel the wonders of the world and acknowledge that this moment is a miracle. Our daily activities has been robbing us of the joy of the present that we fail to offer gratitude to the Master of the universe. Acknowledge this very moment. Acknowledge the air you are breathing. Acknowledge the blood running through your veins. Acknowledge the pulse of your heart. Acknowledge all the precious gifts you have taken for granted. Acknowledge that you are a blessing and a miracle. Let not the future rob you of the moment you could create while you are still alive. I dare you to go on a spiritual journey of joy, happiness, and peace.
Tomorrow is too far away, so I've deleted it from my vocabulary. Yesterday is gone and we can't have it back. We hope for one day. One day I will do that, one day I will achieve that, one day I will become that. But here we are right now. Why focus on one day? And right now, this particular moment is all we've got. As the Chinese proverb says, the best time to have planted a seed was 1,000 years ago, but the second best time is now. Therefore, learn to starve your distractions and feed your focus. You've been chasing dreams since eternity. I understand the universe has presented us tools, but tools requires an architect, a creator to pick them up and build. So maybe, just maybe, this is the right time to ask yourself, what are you building? Where are you going? When your day starts and you get out of that door, where are you moving towards? Are there parts of your life that don't need to be there, that you can cut off? Are there people that don't deserve your time, don't elevate you or contribute to your well-being? Are there things you've been doing because that's what you've always done? I'm here to tell you, you can't live life on repeat and expect a different results. No. I'm sorry to say, but that is insanity. The good news is that there is nothing in your life that cannot be adjusted. So if you are not happy about something, how about doing something to change it? How about creating a new ending today? One that lights up your soul and contributes to your sense of purpose. Come to the realization that you have a tremendous control over your life and you are not confined to any definite parameters. So break your walls. You have the keys to the cells that you've been locked in this whole time. At this moment, why not start living life like you dream of? Tell you what, our time here is limited. It is the beginning of a new year. But I don't need to tell you how fast tomorrow will be here, and next month, and the next year, and too soon the next decade. The reality is that these times are not even guaranteed. So personally, I choose to live in a state of urgency. Be in the moment and make sure every day counts. This year, remove the lifeline. Eliminate plan B and C. Draw down the curtains and dim that light. Because the beginning of something new requires the ending of something caring. So make this moment propel you into a whole new chapter. Slam and lock the door behind you and throw away the keys. Burn the bolt and understand there is no turning back. This year, we've come to make it work. We have to figure it out. So many other possibilities are born when walking away is no longer an option. When we are stuck between the walls and our demons, we roll up our sleeves and face that which we've been running away from. And so just like the COVID days, we fight. So I insist, burn the boats. And we succeed. We become proactive and take initiatives. I personally love putting myself in difficult situations because I believe adversity introduces a man to himself. So if you can't make it on your own,
make life make you. The bottom line is, this year brings new horizons that await your arrival. But they require you to make that trip. So bend the boats. For as long as there is a way back, there will be no way forward. We shall find our way through over and around the walls that stands before us. There is no way home. So we push ourselves into greatness. Our time here flies by. Life keeps ticking. Time will not stop. And I want you to understand, time will not wait for you. So make time to look into the mirror and ask yourself the difficult questions. Because no one is going to point it out to you. That transformation of greatness must be internally prompted. So after burning the boats, conceptualize that everything is possible. And I do hope that today will be the first page of an entirely new chapter. A chapter of a story that is truly and entirely yours. Burn the boats. What is the true purpose of existence? One can follow it down through the ages only to realize that the whole purpose of existence is growth. Life is dynamic and not static. It is an ever-moving forward phenomenon. To stand still or to stagnate is the only one unpardonable sin of nature. The dinosaurs over 100 feet long and as big as a house. The Tyrannosaurus with the strength of a locomotive and fright as its last word. They ruled the earth, but now they are gone, and their bones reminds us of the past, of what once was. But life goes on, and new creatures emerge every day, adapting, evolving, growing to survive. From the depths of the oceans to the highest mountain peak, nature's force is unstoppable, and it is always pushing forward. And so we too as humans must grow, adapt and evolve. Refusing to grow defies the principle of existence, for standing still means falling behind. It is but the purpose of our existence to only keep moving forward, to grow in mind, body, spirit, until the end of our time. Great empires of old, Egypt, Persia, Greece, and Rome, now gone, for when they ceased to grow and evolve, their fate was sealed and their destiny resolved. China built a wall and stood still for years. Now a football for powers. With her fate unclear, nature only teaches us that to stop growing is to perish. Keep growing is but our only way to flourish. This is for those who refuse to stand still, those who seek to grow and fulfill their will. With clear understanding of their potentialities, they will reach new heights and boundless possibilities. Your future is yours to create. The law of supply, infinite energy space. The life principle is your ally. When you are surviving, winning, triumphing, it will only stand by. Obstacles may come, but fear not. This principle is resourceful. With lessons taught, you shall overcome. From the beginning of time, it has always been the way. And now, no less resourceful, it is here to stay. Supply the edge, work in harmony with this principle, and you will have everything you need. For if you do, success is but a step away, and a bright and boundless future will come your way. Life principle, so strong and true. In lonely creatures, it shows what it can do. By developing shells, growing new limbs, teaching birds to soar on wings so slim. And for you, a creature, a being of reason and mind, with energy and initiatives combined, you can work with this principle to achieve anything you desire and truly believe. Take up some violent existence. Row, swim, play, tennis, ride. With a weak muscle and a feeble heart in the beginning, but persist for just a few days and witness life's principles tapping your ways. Manual labor makes the hands tender. Blisters form, causing hurt and surrender. Yet, the life principle only adds thickness. Colossal surrender. All through your daily life, you will find this life principle steadily at work. Embrace it, work with it, take it to yourself, and there is nothing you cannot do. The mere fact that you have obstacles to overcome is in your favor. But when there is nothing to be done, when things run along smoothly, this life principle seems to slip. It is when you need it, when you call upon it urgently, that it is most on the job. It differs from luck in this situation. That fortune is a fickle jade that smiles most often on those who need her least. Stake your last penny in the turn of a card and have nothing between you and ruin but the spin of a wheel or the speed of a horse. And it is just the opposite with the life principle. As long as things run smoothly, as long as life flows along like a song, this life principle seems to slumber, secure in the knowledge that your affairs can take care of themselves. But let things start going wrong. Let ruin and disgrace stare you in the face. Then is the time this life principle will assert itself, if you but give it a chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Amin Mohammed and I welcome you back to DTC Official, your number one stop channel for everything human potential development. And today I want to discuss a topic that has the potential to transform your life: the art of adding value and attracting success. But before that, I want you to go onto Amazon, check in the description below, and order a copy of my book, Thoughts from a Wild Dreamer, the number one book that is currently selling in the market today. You see, everything you desire in life is also seeking. This is something that my boss said to me, that whatever that you are seeking in life is also seeking for you. However, there is a catch. It is not looking for the current version of yourself. No, never. Because to draw in the success, happiness, and fulfillment you yearn for, you must evolve and grow with intention. You need to become the best version of yourself someone who is ready and deserving of the abundant blessing that awaits you. Imagine yourself as the powerful magnet, effortlessly pulling all the successes meant for your journey. As you continue to develop and improve, you become a beacon of positivity and possibility. People are naturally drawn to you, opportunities gravitate towards you, and the universe conspires to align with you. But here is the honest truth. This path towards mastery is no cakewalk. It demands dedication, perseverance, and steadfast commitment to personal growth. It is about consistently pushing your boundaries, embracing challenges, and gleaning wisdom from every single experience, being it your experience or not. That is why you need to read why, whilst you make your own mistakes. As Albert Einstein wisely said, one only who devotes himself to the cause with his whole strength and soul can be a true master. For this reason, mastery demands all of a person. Mastery is about embracing the process of becoming the best version of yourself. Remember, it is impossible for the sun and moon not to honor a person full of mastery. Just as the sun and the moon are drawn to the sky, success and abundance will be drawn to you when you radiate with mastery. So my dear friend, my dear brother, my dear sister, don't settle for mediocrity. Strive for greatness and unleash your full potential, because for what I know, greatness isn't just another level of result. Greatness is a whole new set of rules. Now I want you to take a moment to contemplate what you truly desire in life. Visualize the success, happiness, and fulfillment that you see. Feel it resonate in every fiber of your being, and then ask yourself, am I prepared to become the person who deserves all this? If your answer is a resounding yes, then it is time to take action. It is time to commit to your personal growth journey. It is time to surround yourself with positive influences. Seek mentors and role models, and continually challenge yourself to expand your horizons. Embrace failure as a stepping stone towards success and never waver in your pursuit of your dreams. Just remember, the universe is conspiring in your favor. Everything you seek is seeking you. So believe in yourself. Just trust the process and remain unwavering in your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. When you do, success will inevitably find its way to you. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for spending time on this channel. I want to thank you for being a part of this journey on this channel. I look forward to our next video, where we will dive even deeper into the profound power of personal growth and how it can attract unbridled success into your life. But before that, I want you to subscribe to this channel. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to check the description for a copy of my book, Thoughts from a Wild Dreamer. As long as you are dreaming, you gotta need a companion. And that best companion is Thoughts from a Wild Dreamer. Thank you, and catch you on the next episode.
The butterfly is never a beauty from its birth. It starts its journey as a caterpillar, never knowing it is meant to be a butterfly. And then suddenly one day, it starts to molt. And its outer layers begin to wear off because it has outgrown it. Just like many of us when we first lost our innocence to the realities of life. When we were met with our first experience, loss, grief, betrayal, failure, and all of life's endless hardships. And since then, we've never stopped molting. We never stopped shedding outgrown beliefs, cultures, ideas, and mentality. We begin to understand the diversity of what it means to be happy, or successful, or even perfect. Then one day, the caterpillar wakes up and realizes that it is unable to move and it is stuck at one place. Just like a true reflection of what many of us may be going through. Stuck at a job we hate, a marriage that is broken without repair, a friendship that is long dead and decayed, as we begin to feel as if every part of our lives have calloused ends. We come to a place of acceptance that is the end of us. Sadly, some give up on their lives because of the overwhelming power of stagnation. And some, unfortunately, due to external predators, the pupil's life is cut short. But hear me, those that press on suddenly begin to experience an incredible change. New organs begin to form, just like new hopes. New habits and new beliefs begin to form in our own lives. And depending on the species, the pupa stage can last longer. And it is a true reminder that transformation is different for everyone. Until finally one day, something miraculous takes place, and then the pupa emerges slowly from its cage, only to realize it possesses a new body. Astonished at its own remarkable change and makeover, at the first feel of the wind, it dares itself to fly along with the wind, because with no doubt it knows the wind has come to carry it along. That is the place we arrive as we begin to dream again, to open our hearts to love again, find through love, through happiness and purpose. That is where we begin to live authentic lives and everything that gives meaning to our lives. And so no matter what you're going through at this moment, there is only one sure bet way to be at your best. It is only to understand that our transformation is different according to each other's experience. And so just like the butterfly not knowing its end, it's just in reflection to you that you may not know your end, but I want you to build new beliefs, new hope, and new habits that will urge you to understand that your transformation is urging towards a positive end. And so when your spirit wears out, your body feels the pain and it is unable to move, that is where you tell yourself, considering the life of the butterfly and its beginning, that no matter what you're going through, it is the cycle of meaning and the cycle of growth. Therefore, press on.
My dear ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and all those who have joined me today, I welcome you back to DTC Official GH, your number one stop channel for motivation and all forms of human potential development. Today, I make this video not just as a mere content creator, but as a humble navigator prepared to embark on an exhilarating voyage through the sea of words. As we set the sail through the currents of this speech, I extend to you an open invitation to journey along with me into the depths of our own existence, guided by the compass of our souls. Our expedition begins with a simple yet profound quote: I steer by the compass of my soul. Isn't it a marvel? Imagine having an internal GPS system that navigates us through the unpredictability and chaos of existence of life. Life, as we all know, can resemble a treacherous sea, rife with tempestuous storms and unforeseen twists. But I dare you to fear not, my fellow adventurers. With the compass of our souls as our lodestar, we can chart a course towards our true north. Our guiding star that will illuminate even the darkest nights and carry us through the roughest waves. This compass, my dear friend, is not your run-of-the-mill navigational tool. It possesses a remarkable wit, thriving on our unique blend of humor and wisdom. Life unfolds a myriad of choices before us, and often leaving us at crossroads, uncertain of the path to take. It is precisely in these moments that our witty compass comes to life, whispering in our humble ears, why not tread the less traveled path? It promises adventure, and who knows, we might stumble upon hidden treasures along the way. Yet, it is important not to lose sight of the fact that life essence doesn't lie solely in uncovering treasures. It's equally about discovering ourselves, and our compass encourages us to veer away from the clamor of distractions that surrounds us, urging us to heed the whispers of our souls. It prompts us to embrace our quirks, kindle our passions, and honor our convictions, even if they appear somewhat unconventional. And I must admit that navigating by the compass of our souls is not always a smooth sailing. There will be tempests that challenge our mettle, and moments of doubts when our choices are shrouded in uncertainty. However, it is precisely during these trials that our witty compass shines the most brightest. It reminds us to laugh in the face of adversity, to relish life's simple joys, and to never take ourselves too seriously. So my cherished companions who are watching this video or listening to this audio at this particular moment, as we voyage through the boundless oceans of life, let us never forget the extraordinary power residing in our souls and the boundless wit we carry. It is important to embrace the uncharted with open arms and playful spirit. Trust in our compass, for it will unfailingly guide us back to our authentic selves. In closing, my dear adventurers, I want to leave you with the wisdom of an anonymous author who once said, life is a shipwreck, but we must not forget to sing in the lifeboats. That's my fellow companions. Let us sing, let us laugh, and let us steer our course by the compass of our souls. For in doing so, we shall unearth the most genuine and adventurous versions of ourselves. To this, I say bon voyage.
I have become a stranger to all other places ever since I left home. My heart wanders across the many faces of life, pointing that I'm journeying a pointless path. Fear grips me at the thought of the future, recognizing how it may unfold. Sometimes I just wish I could disappear from my reality, from the reality of a troublesome world. I just want to vanish and come back a million years later. Maybe happiness will find me there. Yet how sure am I that I will not meet the lonely days, just to find myself waking sleeping dogs, or digging up graves to resurrect the bones of dead memories. Knowing very well that sleeping dogs bite and disturb ghosts' hands. How do we get here? To feel that you are wasting away, unsure of how to keep yourself as the sanctuary you once were. Maybe I'm only sick in the soul, and I need not to move again until I'm healed. My life and its adventures is just one insurgence after the other. But just as the morning brings hope after the darkness of the night, as a flicker of light, I bring hope into the dark chambers of pessimism, hoping that one day I will get home. Not forgetting that abandoned temples sometimes become breathtaking monuments, and many return to kiss it. Believing in Emily Dixon's poem that hope is a thing with feathers, and having known the sun to arrive only after dark hours of the night. The same way I have been comforting myself again and again that these dark moments will soon pass. The rain may pour for however long, but therein lies the promise of the sunshine.
I was walking down the road this morning on my way to film a particular scene for my next video. At a point, I stopped. I stopped to think about why I woke up. What were my daily plans? I checked my to-do list and my calendar. And then I realized I'm living my dream. I just realized I'm living life on my own terms. I just haven't taken enough time to reflect that whatever the life I'm living is really the life I planned for. That I have gradually become the king of my world, the emperor of my empire. I'm finally ruling my kingdom. And if I invite you in, you go by my rules. Nobody dares tell me who I should be. That is nobody's power to define. Tell you what, if you're gonna let people dictate your life, you can never live the life you so desire. You are the king and the ruler of your kingdom. You make the rules and you are the governor. See yourself as such. Be firm in your decisions and nobody dares question your value. You want to
rule an empire, you better stop evaluating what people think about you. You want to rule an empire, you've got to start making your own rules. You've got to push yourself beyond the societal boundaries. You can live the life you want. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7 that as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. Believe you are a king, and so you are. Awaken the emperor within you. Who you think you are will define you. Today, looking at what motivates my day, I can confidently say I'm living my dream. It's not about the money, although it is a factor. It is about the fulfillment in purpose for me. Knowing I'm out of the systematic life and enjoying my adventurous path. Waking up every morning to pursue a dream. That is what I define success to be. L. Nightingale defines success as the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And I couldn't agree with him better. So me waking up every morning to pursue my dreams based on my own rules and discipline, it's a fulfillment in itself. I wake up each day with contentment, knowing today is going to be better than yesterday. You are the king. You are the emperor. You are the ruler of your kingdom. Make your rules and enforce them. People will try to fix you in a box. But remember, it is yours to decide either to fix into their box or to live outside that box. This is you. This is the life you so much desire. Pursue it like your survival depends on it. Indeed, your survival depends on that dream. Pursue with your own rules and ideologies. You are the king, and you make the rules. Live your best life.
If I have learned anything through this journey, it is the lesson that I must show up. Showing up when situations are not favorable. Showing up after defeat. Showing up after empty seats events. Showing up when the feeling of abject loneliness is driving me crazy. Showing up when the weather is so demanding. Showing up when my legs are weak and I can barely walk. Showing up when all odds are against me and I have no choice but to show up. Because I must give my dream the hope of future manifestations. Showing up in all circumstances doesn't mean I am useless. Showing up proves my spirit of tenacity and my ability of never giving up. And this is what builds champions. Les Brown relates a story of showing up when he was rejected at a radio station for the third time until he was even not employed but was accepted to hang around. He showed up. He showed up when one radio presenter was having a bad time on air.
Les Brown showed up until the day he finally had his chance. As I have had several speaking events with low attendance, when I felt I was making progress, I met empty seats. When event organizers failed on their promises, I still never gave up, but I kept showing up. Moving into my daddy's home when the family will ask, what progress have I made for the past 3 years? What change has this dream brought into my life? When everybody thought I was being useless chasing this dream, I showed up. I kept showing up not because I just wanted to show up. I showed up because I want my dream to know that my spirit, my mind, my everything is wanting that dream. And so I'm taking no chances. So I urge you today, show up. Show up after defeat. Show up when you are tired. Show up when you are down. When you are worried, show up when you are stressed. Show up when you don't feel like it. Show up when all odds are against you. Show up when you are weak. Show up after you have been rejected. In fact, these are the most important moments to show up. And that becomes the great differentiator. Champions, whether they are born or made, have the tenacity to show up. And even show up greater after each defeat. If you are dwelling on your past failures, defeat and rejection, revisit the drawing board to re-strategize and then show up. You are watching this video or listening to this audio just because I showed up. This defines your great level and your jubilation status after an achievement. This lesson I will keep with me forever. Just show up. I know I'm searching for something, but I haven't found it yet. I know it's insane any day to admit that there is something huge and bigger than life itself out there I am yet to explore. Something bigger than memories and moments and places where I have been and the faces I have seen. Something really huge, like embedded right in the core of the universe. It's like how fog blurs the thousands of trees on top of a mountain, making it impossible to dream that in there is a grandiose circus of life of every species of trees and animals and all living creatures we can possibly bring ourselves to believe exist. And that's something I feel draws me near to the truth of my very existence. That something makes me pause and listen to the conversation of birds. Makes me look at the clouds and makes me pay attention to my very own breath. Makes me love. Makes me feel deeply immersed in gratitude and fall into a deep abyss of solitude. Makes me laugh some days without reason and cry some days without a cause. Makes me quiet, unexisting and found all together in one piece. Makes me want to get up one day and explore this world I have only arrived and be born into. Because the world has been there billions of years ago, and no matter how old I am, it always feels like I'm only arriving. And I'm neither too late or too early to be embraced by its warmth. This is my arrival. Breathe. Just breathe. Last year I rested. I have been through a lot over the past few years with regards to goal getting and dream chasing. Through this journey, I had wept bitterly and I had smiled widely. I had been there for everyone, but loneliness have been my companion. Abject loneliness. I had done successful events and I have had really bad ones. I had disappointing times and restless moments, but I kept moving. I hustled so hard to push myself up the ladder of greatness through the toughest conditions because there are no invisible hands pushing me up. I spent every penny I made into the vision with the hope of future returns. I dreamt on empty pockets and slept on empty tummies only to prove myself a point of future results. However, I kept fighting. These dreams of mine had cast my life into nothingness, and that rest was very necessary. In my quest to perfect my skills, I helped individuals discover themselves and rediscover themselves. I went sleepless on weekends trying to combine dreams with hustles. I felt weak and I needed rejuvenation, and so I loosened my tie to focus on school and my then new business, which eventually failed. Yet the most important factor for my rest was my health. And so I rested not for days, not for weeks, but months, only to begin to build a beautiful empire I foresee in the future. I woke up each day during my rest moments and got into the future with hopes of manifestations. Why will I need to be telling you all this? My message is simple: rest. No matter how bad you really want to succeed, you must rest. Because the world is always in progress and you are competing nobody, so rest. Your health needs stability, your soul needs rejuvenation, your mentality needs sanity, and so rest. Resting does not mean quitting. One thing I have come to learn is that as you pause for a moment, you begin to see things from a different angle. You start seeing things in the third eye perspective. And it will marvel you to know how you will start connecting all the dots once you pursue after the rest. Pausing for a moment helps you readjust your lens by keeping a proper focus. You get the opportunity to re-strategize so you can rebound exponentially. You need to rest so your sanity will relax and you can call yourself great once again. You need to rest because your soul is overwhelmed and needs emotional stability. Resting here means you are rejuvenating so you can pursue this time with a much greater and clearer vision. Resting only gives you the time to reflect and make amendments to whatever the dream you are focusing on. God created all creations according to the scripture and rested on the seventh day. This, I believe, projects that rest is necessary for our human existence. So why stress yourself? Rest so you can focus on your health. Rest to focus on your sanity. Rest to focus on your emotional stability, on your mental health. Rest to re-strategize. Rest to rejuvenate. Because resting only gives you the opportunity to get back stronger, tougher to pursue. Just rest, for there is always a room at the top. What is your idea of courage? 2 years ago, when I had finished the manuscript of my book Dream of a Dreamer, I kept reading the poems I had written in the first section of the book. Then I asked myself if it was worth publishing. I kept contemplating on the poems for months and then decided not to publish. My thought frequency was modulating on the fear tower. Then one day, I mustered the courage to send it to my mentor to go through and then give me feedback. Guess the funny thing, she ended up writing the foreword of the book because of the poems. The poems I was so much afraid it would be a shame. Paraphrasing from the foreword she wrote. The poems are so interesting, practical, and motivational. It takes you to another emotional and enchanting level. You will forget you are reading poetry. Do you need more to understand why courage is all you need? Our everyday life is full of scary moments, uncertainties, and difficulties. Facing these moments and unlocking the opportunity, magic, and joy in your life requires tremendous courage. The amazing thing is, anybody who bought the book was fascinated by my style of poetry. Courage was all I needed to publish my book. It was scary, but the feedback was phenomenal. We may have all the skills and the talents, but without courage and a strong belief in ourselves, we are going nowhere. So I urge you today, publish that book, make that music, release that song, start the business, share that story, publish that article, approach that boss, propose to that lady. Just do that one particular thing you keep postponing for lack of courage will kill your vision. Maybe you are asking the what if question. What if I fail? What if you get bounced? What if people don't like what I have to say? What if I don't succeed? What if I'm rejected? These questions is you conceptualizing all the reasons why you shouldn't pursue. But what if you succeed? What if you will be accepted? What if the world appreciates your story? What if your proposal is accepted? What if your music is what the world is awaiting? Conceptualize every possibility why you will succeed and then act until you move from the impossibilities of what ifs to the possibilities of what lies ahead. Your purpose will never be fulfilled. The fear of pursuing your dreams will keep you running and procrastinating for the rest of your life. The only way to achieve that target is to courageously act in the face of fear. For all you know, the world is so much waiting to hear that story, to read that book, to enjoy that music, to embrace that vision. Just take the first step courageously.